Sora 2 has been flooding my reels, they have been flooding my shorts, TikTok, they have been everywhere these past 2 weeks, ever since that they had launched Sora 2 to the public. And I think it is crazy how fast people are jumping onto that. And it just seems like one video will be real, and then the next thing is an AI generated video of Martin Luther King, Ronald McDonald, Elvis, all these celebrities, that especially celebrities that have passed away. And it is crazy how accurate they have become because their voiceovers are very clear. Their movements seem to be more fluid than what it was even just 2-3 years ago, where it was very obvious. Now it is like an exact replica of the person, the way they talk, the way they act, the way they dress, everything. And I think it is unique because it is giving the people opportunity to be creative and kind of relive moments in the past and just bring them to life. And Sora 2 is really leading the way. But there are some concerns about it. One is celebrities have been complaining about how AI has actually starting to take over the industry and taking away their acting careers and their opportunity to, perform in a way that they have always done for most of their life or practice and rehearse for. And as much as I feel bad for them, and this may be a hot take, I don't necessarily feel as bad because AI is giving everyone the opportunity to be creative and share their ideas, their imagination in a way that they were never able to do before. And it's kind of a way to stick it to the higher up echelon of people in society in a way that it's like, yes, we may like the way they act or perform in certain movies, their roles, and it may be cool things. But I think this is leading and creating a pathway where we don't have to just always do the traditional way of performing. Now anybody can create their own cinema, their own storyline, their own imagination come to life. It is no longer just in your mind, it is projected for everyone to see. And I think it's pretty cool. So obviously it's not all positive, there is some negatives. So right now it is not free to use. I did look up into the pricing and I did see that right now with like the base plan, it's about $20 for the base plan, and it does have a limitation of how many videos you can create, how many images, voiceovers. As you go up in pricing, of course you're going to unlock more so you can produce more. And it's a good way to kind of get people to be very particular and be creative. But that space is also tampered with a lot of, chat GPT or create this script, this idea, and it's maybe original, but also the AI kind of meshes, storyline or movements and actions about the same. The wordings are very similar and it's not very creative compared to the raw emotion that individuals and humans have that make it unique and where we can actually create and establish a relationship compared to like this automated just script where it's like very similar to other scripts that it will produce for other individuals, to the point where it all kind of meshes in some way, like kind of like layers. They have some similar storyline, they have same wordings, and it doesn't make it very unique. But still, I believe that it is actually the way of the future. Just think about how 5 years ago things were just completely different with AI. We had the whole Will Smith video, which was really popular, where it was like he was eating spaghetti, but it was just like very awkward and kind of grotesque looking. It just wasn't natural or human like. Then to now, it is crazy to think how clear and how precise AI is starting to get, to the point where it's getting harder and harder to recognize. We can regenerate our faces and our voices to create new videos and clips of situations or environments that we would never have been or even is possible. And it's becoming clear to the point where I believe, and I truly do believe this, that another 5 years from now, AI will be extremely hard to distinguish between reality of comparing like myself talking to the camera compared to it being generated by AI to perform. And Sora 2 is by far obviously the most powerful, the most recent, which has only come out about 2 weeks ago. It has unlocked unlimited imagination, and I think it's really cool. Even though it does have some, downsides, I truly believe that it is starting to level out the playing field to the point where I believe And this again is my own personal take, and celebrities have been glorified way too much. Their pay compared to the average person is beyond disgusting, and that's just my opinion. And I don't feel as bad because I feel that everyone now has an opportunity. Again, it does take away that creativity and that personal relationship that you might have with, a celebrity, like that enjoyment. But like average people, it gives you the opportunity to do what you want, to think in a way you want. And I think it's funny, like these clips of like Ronald McDonald being chased down the highway while driving a freaking, Big Mac or whatever it was. I think it's funny because it's just like you don't think about that stuff, but they make it look so realistic, especially now. I'm not saying it's 100% perfect. Like, obviously, there's some, emotion, like some, impact that doesn't make any sense. Like, it goes through things, or it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that is okay. I'm just saying, if this is how it is now, like I said, 5 years from now, I really do think that it will change the world in a way where it will change the entertainment industry. I do believe that everyone will have the opportunity. It will no longer be people who have specific attributes, physical physiques, voices. Everybody will be able to tap into the entertainment industry while still being able to work and do other things. And I think it's going to be unique. It doesn't all have to be bad. Just imagine if they're doing this with celebrities that have passed away. Imagine you recreating moments of loved ones that have passed away, people that you have not seen in a long time that you wish was with them. Imagine creating a video where you don't even have to be together anymore. You bring them back to life. I mean, that's crazy to think. Just really think about that. Imagine taking a picture of your grandparents, somebody who has passed away, and then just recreating them, and you feel that personal connection because you were able to bring somebody that you love into the world again. And then, yes, it may not be perfect, but that is just one experience. That is one way you can make AI into something that is actually personal and something unique. It doesn't have to necessarily just be the same thing that everyone else is doing. I'm just saying, if that's one tiny piece, imagine the endless content that will come through this. And I am very grateful for it. Because even for myself, I've had this imagination of this storyline of this, like, this panda warrior. And not I'm talking about Kung Fu Panda by any means or anything like that, but just like during, the 17th century with a musket, and like, rather than just like, just like the normal war movies with humans and stuff, it's like, what happened if it's like these pandas versus tigers, and like, they're in that century, and doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it's just like, it can be like that. It can be something that maybe people have thought of before, but it has never been done. And it's just, I have the chance to do a storyline. You have the chance to do something. So Sora 2, I truly do believe is unlocking a lot of things beyond what we are imagining now. Right now it's just kind of like the testing period of where we're just, putting things out there that's kind of funny, whatever. But imagine a whole movie, a whole music video, a whole, I don't know, just anything. And it just blows my mind. I am just shocked that I'm living that era, and I am so happy, also worried. But that is for you guys to decide. Sora 2 is just in my opinion, just kind of like that new door that cannot be closed. And it's just now up to us to decide where we want to take it, how far we want to take it, what we can do, what we will be able to learn. And AI is just part of the future, whether we like it or not. I'm just very curious on what will happen, and I believe it will be good things. Not everything that will be produced will be necessarily positive, but hey, if that allows you to be creative and allow you to have some kind of imagination beyond just the norm of what you see or what people do, and you want to do something for yourself, go ahead and do it. It is crazy, and I think this is just the way that life will be, and I'm excited for it. And I'm just glad that I can see this now. I never thought I'd be living this. Comment down below what you guys think about the whole situation. If it is something that you're excited for, something you're nervous, or it's kind of, taboo, or whatever you guys want to say. Hey, I like it. It's not perfect, but I think it's cool.